you think of the team drafting Cee Dee Lamb, and just what do you think that you guys can do as a receiver group now, adding another piece like him to the offense?
Yeah, I think it was a great pickup. You have to draft the best player on the board. Everybody understands that, and I think he's a great receiver. And I think, with me and Michael Gallup going for 1,000 yards last season, I think the expectation is to have 3,000 yard receivers this year.
Have you gotten to spend any time with him yet?
Yeah, we've been, before we were able to come in the building, we were running routes together, and then, just talking through some routes and stuff like that. So definitely.
Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? That was Amari Cooper. All right, and the truth is, right now, there's not really much. I don't know. Can y'all see my shirt? Let me make sure y'all get my stand right. This my go-to, man. I always put out the best videos with this shirt on. There's not really, like, right now with this new quarantine, this COVID training camp, there's not really too much to talk about. But we are going to talk about Amari Cooper. We're going to talk about me going fishing. Let's talk about me going fishing. One of the positives of COVID is that, I picked up this new hobby that I used to do with my pops, and I was like, I really honestly sucked as a young fisherman. And the more I've learned, YouTube, old fishing stories and old fishing tips, and just having actual time to get out there, guess what? I nailed a 25-pound carp today. It was dope. Nailed another catfish and, had some good success. And I've been like, always learn. Keep learning, y'all. Keep doing different things. Keep trying new things. If all you watch is Cowboy stuff, watch something different. I watch football film. I make music. Hell, now I'm fishing. I'll try to do as much as possible. I'm trying to do as much as possible in my life. And anyway, and I'm my dad now. I'm a new dad, but thankfully my son's in daycare, so guess what? I can sneak off and go fishing. Anyway, I say all that to say, this Amari Cooper interview was really, really good, and I want to get into it. Also, some more news. LVE, he's saying that the back injury is behind him. Is it? We got to see. Not the back, excuse me, the neck. We got to see. I'm going to reserve my thoughts and I'll let the other YouTubers kind of get to LVE and what they think about him. Because the truth of the matter is like, I would love for him to be healthy. I just don't know if he is. Like, I really don't know how healthy LVE is, and like I won't know until I see him make that first hit and he gets up and it's like it's not bothering him and it's like it's no issues and it's that and the third. But the thing with a neck is like, necks just don't get better. I just got to be honest with y'all, necks. But anyway, we'll get to that. Anyway, so Amari Cooper, 3,000 yard receivers, asked about Cee Dee Lamb. Let's go. He was asked a question. Now, the thing about Amari Cooper is he probably is in the wrong field. Like, he probably should be a poker player because he don't give you, he's, a lot of my favorite athletes, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, those are a lot of people's favorite athletes, but, some of the others, they're like that in that sense to where they're not going to, go super ham media-wise. And I'll be honest, I'm up and down because, like, there's times I want Amari Cooper to show that Dez passion. But then there's times when Dez got on my nerves too. And then there was times where it was like Dez didn't know what he was doing. And the one thing about Amari Cooper is like you could tell that he is a student of the game and of his craft. And so you kind of got to take the good with the bad. But unfortunately, Amari Cooper, it's not an unfortunate thing. It's just he is that guy that's like he's never going to give you too much. So when he does say something, he's very well thought. Like he's very well spoken. He's saying what he's saying for a reason. It's what I've been saying. Now, I love the fact that he said that he was able to speak on the Dallas Cowboys culture. And if you listen to the interview, it was kind of almost like an Oakland Raiders jab. Like, yeah, I've been around some cultures, and the truth of the matter is I was willing to take less money because this culture is blah, blah, blah. And it was like, wow, okay. So the Jones family is doing something right, despite, you don't really get too much backlash from this culture, this whatever. But then he also said, the plays really aren't different. Now, that might be for another video, But what do you guys think about that? He said the verbiage is different. Now, I've always been a proponent. I call plays for the offense that I run with my 9U team. Obviously, 9U football is different than the NFL, but I've always been a proponent of you can have a million plays. It's about knowing when, how to set up a defense, and how to call these plays, and how to get guys in mismatches. And the truth of the matter is design. And so when he's saying it's not that different, is he just throwing us a line and hook and sinker and playing with us? Y'all like that pun, fishing foots, line? Or is it really that? So we'll see that obviously soon when things get rolling here very soon. But it's something to think about. But let's talk about these three: Gallup, Amari Cooper, and Cee Dee Lamb. Is there a possibility for them to be 3,000? I say, without question, yes. I've told you guys how I feel about Blake Jarwin. I like him. I don't love him. I see a lot of videos going around. I see Twitter. We tend to love our Cowboys. I have a lot of questions about Blake Jarwin's toughness, and I have a lot of questions about his consistency. And quite frankly, I just think that when you have three receivers of this caliber, Amari Cooper sees it. He basically called him the best player on the board at the time, and when he's speaking in an interview, and he knows that eventually it's going to be Cee Dee Lamb and Michael Gallup, and he still was able to give him a compliment. And so the point is, it's going to be Cee Dee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper that could historically do something great, and he sees that, and it's one of those things I've been telling you. 3 wide sets. Hell, any type of design to get these three on the field can be special. Any one of them can play the slot. Cee Dee, I've told you guys, I like Michael Gallup in the slot. I love big slots. I remember when Anquan Bolden used to tuck in the slot all the time. I thought that there was a mismatch because if nothing else, he can just post guys up, and he's a better route runner than a lot of these tight ends, i.e. Blake Jarwin. I think that with swing passes and quick ways to get Cee Dee Lamb the ball, that's where he's going to get he's going to make his money on yak, especially year one, yard after the catch. So to me, the title of this video, Amari Cooper is, Cee Dee Lamb's biggest fan. Can we have 3,000-yard receivers? The answer is yes. Without question, yes. What's going to happen is I want to see, and you guys let me know, this in the long video, I want to see how do the Cowboys and how does Dak spread this ball around, and does he have the patience? When you fish, you got to stay patient. When you do anything you're trying to learn the skill and master, you got to stay patient. Does he have the patience not to force feed the ball to Amari Cooper, but let the game come to him? That's going to be interesting because plays will open up. Amari's going to be one on a defense's depth, when they go in the scouting report. He's one on the scouting report. So, is this possible? Can it happen? I want you guys to get in the comments and let me know. Amari Cooper said a lot in that interview, and with not a lot going on right now, obviously they're in meetings, and I know they're doing some on-field stuff. They're just not, showing it in the media. I've been watching NFL Network all day, but it's kind of just like whatever. So the point of the matter is this: can there be 3 1,000-yard receivers this year? Yes. What do you guys think? Hey, let's go for a guess. You guys tell me who gets the most yards this year. It could be Gallup. It's your boy, Foster King. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Y'all got any fishing tips? Let me know. Hey.